Hey, Geoff Keighley's latest post, Regal, inspiring, thickness, and a picture got the rumor mill buzzing. Control, resonant, resonant, resident, resident,
That one.
resident. Got Remedy fans buzzing. And we finally may have the closest thing to a price tag for the Steam machine. All this and more on this episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. I'm going to press the intro. I love when technology works. It's amazing. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka I'm on my quest to learn Mandarin, and it's not going well, seeing how I haven't started yet. I am joined by
On MF Ross,
what does the MF stand for?
King of the Pirates.
King of the Pirates. All right, I see. It's because he watched One Piece, guys. He watched the whole thing. Nah, I can't say the whole thing because it's not over yet, but he's watched the whole thing. Pretty amazing. Oh, did you like? Yes, this is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game news show that connects most important game news from this past week to an hour-long meal just for you. I'm going to take a little detour before we actually get into this because I saw some stuff online about One Piece maybe coming to an end because Oda drew a pirate with a eye patch or something.
Yep.
That's a thing?
He said back in 2007, allegedly, that when he draws a pirate with an eye patch, he has avoided doing so for this long.
That's crazy.
That means that they're in the final stretch. They're in the final arc. So it doesn't mean it's going to end like in the next 6 months. Because, I mean, he's telling an epic the likes of... let's see. But
no modern man has ever seen or read before.
Yeah, but no, he is coming to a close. Okay. All the things that have been foreshadowed, and he's just cleaning it all up.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yes, I respect that. He has a vision, and he has been able to follow that vision for the last 30. How old am I? 35 years, maybe. Right? I don't know when that started. All right, let's get back into the thing that we normally do. We are live on YouTube every week. Yes, I had jumped right back into where we were with the intro. Every week when we can make it because, man, life is hard.
Listen to Press X Start is easy.
Yes, it is. Don't forget you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you are listening, we greatly appreciate you leaving us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Hey, you know what? Spotify is having its problems. We are on Spotify, but we understand if you're not listening to us on Spotify. Apple Podcast also has its problems, but you got to listen to us somewhere. So wherever you're listening to us, please leave us a review there. Tell a friend, a coworker, people around you, anyone. We appreciate it. Thank you. And don't forget, if you want, you can join our conversation by joining our Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. With that out of the way, safely tucked away in the back pocket, let's jump into the gaming news with number one. Those TGA teasers are apparently not for God of War. Cory Barlog reveals. This comes to us from TheGamer by the way of Johnny Flores Jr. So, over the past few days, gaming Twitter has gone crazy because of a recent post from Geoff Keighley, the host of the Game Awards, that features a statue in a desert with some rather interesting creatures, not too dissimilar from what we've seen from The Elder Scrolls, God of War, and Diablo. So the actual post by Geoff Keighley has this, for lack of a better word, weird-looking demon-inspired sculpture in the desert with the text reading regal.inspiring.thickness. The thickness part is kind of a weird thing to put in context with all this stuff. Maybe
Is it though?
I mean, we got skulls, we got alligator heads. I don't see not a single thigh, meat, none of that stuff. So it's like, what exactly does it mean by thickness? Yeah, right. I mean, he could be using the word just incorrectly because of how not cool he is. Anyways, different bridge. Well, it looks like No, wait. Well, it looks like you scratched God of War off the list of potential outcomes, as Cory Barlog, the director behind the two most recent God of War titles, crashed a recent Twitch stream from Luke Stevens to let everyone know, no, it's not God of War. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Is it a possibility that he is lying?
Of course.
Because the only reason why I say that is because I don't remember all the God of War rumors, but I thought the next game is supposed to be Atreus. Right? Oh no, isn't supposed to be like
No,
an
that's
Egypt.
just yeah. Atreus is just like they set it up to where if they want to explore an Atreus story, they
Yeah,
can. But
you're right. You're right.
the next pantheon that was rumored was Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So and this doesn't, these sculptures and creatures, they don't look like an Egypt type of deal or mythology monster ethos, any of that stuff. So if we scratch that off, we have left the Elder Scrolls and Diablo. This is probably a Diablo thing more than Elder Scrolls, because we know Elder Scrolls is not anywhere
They said it's
close
not
to.
Diablo either.
Oh, do I need to read further down?
No,
This is,
it's not in this story. I've just been keeping my ear to the ground. They said it's not for Diablo either.
it's not Diablo. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Mm-mm.
that makes this even more interesting then.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna assume that like this definitely, it has sort of the Diablo feel, whereas Diablo is sort of the catch-all for skulls and demons. So if it's not Diablo, that's cool. And there's another picture of this thing, of this sculpture, how it lights up at nighttime.
Oh, I
It's
haven't
pretty
seen
cool. Yeah, I saw that in another article. But
that.
yeah, I think this is a cool way of drumming up, interest in the Game Awards beyond the already interest in the Game Awards, for the fact that there's going to be cool announcements coming up or coming out of it, like something like this. Um yeah, I mean, if it's now my brain's kind of like, okay, what can
Somebody
this
said not
possibly
to be a
be?
conspiracy theorist, but Cory Barlog only said it's not GOW. He didn't specify which GOW. And because as of 2025, Gears of War, the other game, GOW in gaming, is now on PlayStation, so could be. Hey,
Okay. But like, so the other thing that I was thinking of is Cory Barlog. I believe his studio is supposed to be working on another game
yeah,
that's not God of War, but I think that'd be too much of a stretch, because it's like, okay, well, you guys are working on a game that's not God of War, yet you have kind of weird God of War, like
that's
similar
not
God
weird.
of War monsters.
That's
I don't
not
know.
weird. Monsters
Okay,
and monsters.
you're right, but still, like, okay, like looking further down into this article
Mm.
and looking at the monsters, like this is definitely not God of War. Like, these skeletons and demon looking creatures are very not God of War looking, unless they're going way different. Which if they are, that's cool. I'm down for it. I'm literally down for whatever this is. I'll watch it. I might not buy it depending on what kind of game it is, but
Yeah.
that's not the point. The point is, this sculpture looks interesting and it has everyone interested. So we'll see. We'll see in about 2 weeks. Nope, 10 days. 10 days. The Game Awards is on the 11th. Speaking of which, we will be running our predictions podcast for that next cast, because we have
Team.
one more episode in between now and then. Number 2, a trademark for Control Resonant. Resident?
Yeah.
Resonant.
Yeah.
Yes. Appears to have been filed by Remedy. This comes from VGC by way of Chris Scullion. Are you excited for this?
Yes, I did like the first
Yes.
game. I enjoyed the first game, so I'm interested to see. You didn't play the first one, did you?
I didn't play it when it first came out. Then I played a little bit of it when it was on PS Plus.
It had a great section in there.
Yeah.
Took a while to build up to it, but when it hit, it hit.
Yeah.
Right.
I played enough to appreciate the vibes of it, but it was a thing of, at the time I was like, "Oh, this feels a little too spooky for me," where it's like, I don't know. I didn't have enough knowledge around the game to know like how
Yeah.
much of horror is in this thing versus it just being like kind of creepy.
I
So I was
wouldn't
like,
call it a
okay,
horror game.
yeah. Well, now I know it's not a horror game. It's just it
Mhm.
has the spooky vibes, but that's about it. So yeah, speaking on this new control thing, a new trademark related to control appears to have been filed by Remedy Entertainment. As spotted by MP First, the trademark was filed on Thursday and is for the name Control Resonant. Although the word control could be trademarked for any number of things, this particular trademark was filed under the typical category most video game related trademarks are filed under. Most notably, the category which includes computer gaming software and numerous other forms of digital entertainment. It was also filed in Finland, where Remedy is based, by Nordea Attorneys at Law, a legal entity which has represented Remedy for previous trademark filings, making it all but certain that Control Resonant is a Remedy title. What's less certain, however, is exactly what Control Resonant could be. Although it's most likely a new game for Control 2, the range of categories is filed under means could also be any number of other things, such as a DLC expansion, either for the first game or the upcoming sequel, or a movie, TV show, or book in the Control universe. I mean, the simplest thing is probably the right thing, right? Whereas, like, is this a DLC expansion? I doubt it.
Nah.
Could it be? Because, like,
Well, they don't just call stuff part 2 anymore. They want to have
yeah,
a subtitle so people feel like they're not missing out on something. Nobody really wants to jump into a game that's 3, 4 games in unless it's like GTA.
yeah. No, I think you're definitely on something about that, especially with how, at least how I perceive Control, like that world. Calling
Yeah.
something Control 2 almost doesn't make sense. Where it's like Control is like you play as the director, right? That's her name. That's her.
Yeah. Yeah. She
Yeah,
comes in as a new director and she's
right.
coming to solve their problems.
Exactly. So it's like it would make sense that the next game, if we are following her track, would be, more of her and having maybe another mystery to solve. And maybe this mystery could be something about Resonant. So it's like, to me, being saying Control Resonant, that makes more sense than saying Control 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand if Control 2 is like the project name or something, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we'll find out soon. Hopefully we will have this mystery solved for us at the Game Awards. But we'll see. Like everything else, we'll see in the future. All right. Number 3. Steam Machine could cost around $700. Build analyst estimates. This comes from VGC by way of Andy Robinson. So how does $700 sound to you?
Considering they're saying it's a full PC, um, it's not bad because they're not trying to subsidize it by locking you into certain ecosystems. Here's the
Mhm.
box, do whatever the hell you want with it. This
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
price. Like you can use any controller you want with it.
Right.
Um,
Right. Yeah.
you can put a whole new operating system on it, run it like a PC. So I mean, I get it. And shit, that's what a PS5 Pro costs. That's what the Xbox Series right, costs. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
We'll see if it sells. I think it will.
yeah, I think because like one of the things in this article it mentions like that's the price for it right now, and I
Mm,
think that right now is doing a lot of weight, a lot of carrying of that price because we don't know what the administration will do in terms of its tariffs and stuff, and that could
yeah.
affect the price, one way, or if all this tariff stuff goes away, it could affect it a different way. So we don't really know. But yeah, I think 700 is a good price for this thing
Mhm.
in that it is a PC that is very, very compact. It can sit on your media stand next to your other consoles and really and truly it could also act as your Xbox as well, right? Because you can get Game Pass on it. You have a controller that works. Boom, like that's an Xbox. So it kind of feels like and also depends on when this box comes out. Again, it could completely just kneecap Xbox's next move. So yeah, I don't know. I think 700 sounds pretty good for it. And just again what you were saying about it being a similar price to the PS5 Pro and whatever the current Xbox Series X price is now, it's like okay, yeah. So we will see if this price holds. Do I need to pull out any more details from the you know what, there's some bigger numbers here. The channel estimates that if it were to build Steam Machine with the lowest historical prices, it could cost it could cost Valve around $602 to manufacture the device. However, in today's market, with inflated component prices, it could cost as much as $910 at retail pricing or
They're not.
813
This is a
less than
dumb
brand use.
effing argument every time that we try to guess how they're going to be profitable. They're not buying it at retail. They're getting things in bulk pricing.
Exactly.
They're cutting deals. They're shaking hands. They're kissing babies. These armchair quarterbacks need to stop trying to pocket watch.
Yeah. Yeah. It does. It does become a weird like conversation when
They are
you are
digging
trying to
for
guess
content.
things. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because like you're trying to create a price without
Mhm.
understand or without even the knowledge of the actual deals being made, like
Yeah.
behind the door to know, like, okay, well, they're getting this kind of discount on this, they're getting this kind of discount on this. And it's just like, we don't know. We just don't know. But that's $700. If that holds true, that's a pretty good price. And that's not as terrible as people have been guessing. So we'll see, like everything else. Okay, before we talk about the latest rumors for Dead Rising, hey, you get into my no. Oof, you know what? That song does not track well in this current age. Not at all. Anyways, what does track well is you liking our video, you subscribing to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you are listening, do that thing where you tell people about us. We appreciate it. And also leave us a review. That'd be great. Thank you. All right, let's jump back into this with number 4. Rumor: Dead Rising sequel. We'll see Frank West take on Deranged director in Hollywood. That doesn't sound too bad. That's actually kind of interesting. This comes from Push Square by Sammy Barker. Capcom hopes to keep the Dead Rising franchise alive with a new sequel set in Hollywood, according to a report from the increasing reliable MP First. Again, the site claims the game has been in development since 2023 under the codename Rec and will plot the return of protagonist Frank West in a story after the events of the original game. It's a good idea. because I don't think I don't think Dead Rising 2 and like
Mm.
3 was very well received. So I think Frank West was probably
Mm.
like the favorited character in that.
Oh yeah, I do
Uh,
remember them trying to redo the. Okay.
yeah. I know the second one was like a biker, motorcycle person or something.
Apparently the most successful one was Dead Rising 3, sold 5.6 million units.
Wow. Okay. Did that bring back Frank West or no? Was that a different character? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They
Hold
sold
on.
about 18 million copies worldwide throughout the whole series.
Okay. Okay. So the game is said to take place on a movie lot in Hollywood, which sounds like a lot of fun because you can pack a lot of different themes and sets into a small area.
Yeah.
West will allegedly be up against a deranged movie director who is seeking to shoot the perfect film. Among the survivors on set will be various actors and extras. It sounds like the sequel will retain the series' roguish like gameplay, which makes sense considering the prevalence of the genre these days. Back when Dead Rising, no, I'm not gonna do all that. No, we're not gonna do all that. So MP First doesn't speculate on a release date, but does suggest it may still be some ways away. That makes sense because Capcom has the likes of Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem coming up in the immediate future, with various other remakes and remasters rumored beyond that. Hmm. You think there's any way we would see this Dead Rising thing happen at Game Awards? Because I feel like with the context of Pragmata,
Doesn't Capcom have their own thing?
they do, but it's really bad. People don't watch it. It's like really bad. It's amazing how bad that showcase is for how well Capcom is doing. It's like you
You
guys
can't fire on
just
all cylinders sometimes.
I know. When you say sometimes, it's like most times that thing is just woof, woof. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see this. I think this is a really cool idea where Frank West is brought back and he's dealing with this whole like movie theme. Like that's cool,
Yeah.
but I feel like we're more likely to see Resident Evil Requiem at Game Awards. I feel like we've seen a lot of Pragmata. Even the last time they showed like a really good chunk of gameplay. So I doubt we'll see that. I think we'll probably see Resident Evil Requiem. So maybe this will show up at like a PlayStation thing. That would be my guess. Sometime early next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capcom and Sony are on good terms.
Oh yeah. Number 5. Speaking of good terms, Nintendo makes a rare acquisition, buying the studio originally behind Metroid Prime 4. This comes to us from Polygon by way of Michael McWhorter. Nintendo logo. Nintendo is expanding with a rare acquisition of an outside developer. On Thursday, Nintendo announced it was acquiring Bando Studios Singapore, the developer reportedly behind the original version of Metroid Prime 4, before Metroid Studios took over. Metroid or Bandai Namco Studios Singapore will now be known as Nintendo Studios Singapore. Nintendo said in a news release. Nintendo says the Singapore based developer, which was founded in 2013, has strong expertise in creating in game art assets and has contributed to the development of Nintendo titles, including the Splatoon series, and has an ongoing business relationship with Nintendo. So
Mm.
basically, they're going to buy this studio for them to make assets for other games.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good. It's good to be under Nintendo's wing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They tend not to close studios almost ever. So yeah.
If there's
Nintendo
anybody you want to
report
be acquired by,
true. I mean, you're not getting acquired by a Microsoft or a dang, what was that other studio that was just requiring stuff and they completely backfired on them because they didn't have the Saudi money? Starts with an E. Embracer. Is that? No, that's an I. That's an I, right? That's definitely an I.
No, Embracer Group, probably.
Is it E? M? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, English is not my first language.
Mm.
It's not my second either. Where was I? Development on this game was later resigned. Oh no, they're giving the history thing because they need to pad this article. Okay, so basically what's happening is Nintendo is making a acquisition, which they rarely do, for a studio they have had a lot of experience with. That makes the most sense. That's usually how an acquisition should go, where it's like, hey, we've been friends for a long time, let's make this thing
Let's go steady for real, though.
yeah, exactly. So cool, more power to them. Although I will say it's a little weird that the Metroid Prime, from what I remember of that, the history of Metroid Prime 4, it had been the development has been restarted with the retro because it wasn't working with Singapore. So it's kind of weird that they turn around and buy that studio, but it seems like their plans is to have them just be like an asset farm. So is what it is. Number 6. CD Projekt still plans to launch all 3 games in the new Ciri-fronted The Witcher trilogy within a 6-year period. That was a lot of words. That all came from IGN by way of Wesley Inpool.
It's interesting.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It's doable. It's doable if they're all working on it concurrently, and then they just we'll see.
So okay, yeah, I have my concerns. I have my concerns, but yeah, CD Projekt is sticking to its ambitious plans to release all 3 video games in the new Ciri-fronted The Witcher trilogy within a 6-year period. Speaking during a recent financial call, joint CEO Michel Nowakowski. Nowakowski. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Nowakowski, man.
Noah, what did I say? Noah?
Something.
Noah. Yes, that person. Said that the future of the Witcher video game should be delivered in a shorter period of time. Oh, interesting. So these are going to be short games. That's because CD Projekt has switched to Unreal 5 for the full production of not only The Witcher 4, but The Witcher 5 and 6. That doesn't necessarily... Okay, whatever. Like,
I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, but like the Unreal Engine 5 is actually having a lot of issues when it comes to one of the rendering parts of it or something, and it hasn't been fixed yet, and it's like it's actually a like pretty big issue. So I mean, they gotta say what they gotta say. It's a financial call, so I get it. I understand why they do this.
Yeah, we're gonna put out them games.
So yeah, okay. So there's a full quote. We're not gonna read the quote. We don't need to do all that. My issue with this is The Witcher 3 was a fantastic RPG for its time.
Yeah.
We exist at a time now where if that RPG were to come out now, it would probably not hit as hot because
I mean, we would hope that they haven't developed it in a vacuum like some people have claimed to do in the past, and they see what is the best practices in the industry now.
Yeah, but the only reason why I bring this up is because they're talking about they plan on delivering these things in a 6-year period, and it's just like, okay, well, that means you're gonna make these games. You're gonna make these games with a 2-year development cycle, like that seems crazy unless these are like really small experiences. So it's
Well,
like
no.
more
Like I said, they could be developing them concurrently, the same way.
concurrently.
Look at RGG with Yakuza.
Yeah,
It's doable.
but okay. So my issue is that because they'll have to be developing this concurrently, it could suffer from the what is it? The effect of they are focusing on this game but not looking at the current realm, the current like world of RPGs and what the current RPGs is doing. So this game might feel dated.
Sometimes you
Just
have
like
to do your own thing. It doesn't
yes,
matter.
but
If Baldur's Gate, who made that? Larian. If they were looking at the current stage and looking at the best practices, or fucking Expedition 33, like just make a good game. You don't have to follow certain customs.
yes. My only pushback to that is I look at the flip side of like an Elder Scrolls game, where those games are large, they're huge, but they always come out and it's just like this looks, or like Starfield, for example. Like
Hmm.
that was their push forward and like, oh, this is a new game they're working on. And it's like it came out and people were like, this feels old, weirdly old. Like there was features in it that didn't seem like it met like current day stuff that we're doing. And it's like that's my fear with this. Like I want because I like the Witcher series. Like I love The Witcher
Yeah.
3. I didn't beat it because it's a big game, but at the time I spent a whole lot of time in that game just doing stuff. And it's like I want this to succeed, but like this feels super ambitious. And it's like y'all don't need to do that. Just release a good Witcher game and then just kind of go off of that versus like setting you guys up, setting themselves up for like almost failure. Just how Sony was like, "Hey, we're gonna release 12 live service games," and people's like, what are you doing? No, no, that's not the move." And this kind of feels like I don't know if this is gonna be the move. Like I don't want to.
I think
I
you're being
don't.
pessimistic.
Sort of. So I don't want to be that person online to say this, but like I think they need to see the reception first for The Witcher 4 with Ciri being the main character before
Hmm.
they push ahead and make 3 more games with her as the main character. Because if she
Sometimes you
doesn't
just gotta push ahead, man.
yeah, but if she doesn't sell it and they're already like 2 years into these games and it's just like you guys, this is not the way. This is not the thing that's going to I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm just hoping Witcher 4 is like legit, like good. And
Hmm.
this is also CD Project Red, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know, guys, but we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do because
It's a good thing you're not in charge.
I know, I know. Because I'd have been like, why are we not making Gundam games? This is ridiculous. Who cares about The Witcher when we got the Gundams?
Mm.
Number 7. Oh yeah. Before we get number 7, hey guys, we're in the quick hits. Yeah. Number 7. Where Winds Meet arrives on mobile next week. Surpasses 9 million downloads on PC and PS5. That's a crazy number for this game. It is free to play, so it is just pretty much whether or not you have the space on your device of choice. You just download the game, and then boom, you're part of this 9 million players. I am part of the
Cool.
9 million players. Um, there are a couple of caveats to this, I should say. This game has been out for a full year in China.
Mm.
Um, they are ahead of us because of that. The global servers, which is US, anywhere else outside of China, um, it needs work. It needs work. So that 9 million number is great. That 9 million number is a product of this game being out for so long and being a Chinese back game. They have a huge gaming population, so 9 million is probably like expected in terms of like how engrossed they are with these games. So it's like over here, like 9 million is like a crazy number to like see a game do. But yeah, it's great. It like that game, for all of its faults, it is a really good free to play game. Um it's not money hungry yet. So this is usually like the time to play these games where like they're just giving you stuff and giving you stuff, and you have this content to like kind of go through, and this is this story to play through. So it's like this is the honeymoon phase, and then after that phase, that's when stuff gets bad. So we're not there yet. Well, at least global servers not there. I'm not sure about Chinese servers, but yeah, they're doing great. They're making. I'm assuming they're gonna make a lot of money from this because it just doesn't stop, and there's more content coming the way, and they're trying to do this whole Tears of the Kingdom building system where you can make your own vehicles and stuff. There was a person who had a like flying thing that was like spinning out of control in the air. Then I saw another video like the day after of like a metal dragon you can fly or whatever, because there's a sect in this game that does metal work. I don't know, man. This game is crazy.
It sounds like this is their Fortnite.
Yes. You know what? Yeah.
They're just throwing the kitchen sink.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, it might be closer to like their Minecraft, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's going to be like an IP kind of hook to this where they're going to be throwing different.
I don't necessarily mean IP when I say Fortnite. I just mean everything you can do in it. But I get Minecraft, with Roblox.
Okay. Yeah. Same. So yeah, same thing. We're going off for the same line. But yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool. Where Woods Meet is my, I'll talk about it anywhere we've been playing. Number 8, Hollow Knight Silksong creator confirms DLC is coming. This comes to us from GameSpot. Is there a time frame for this DLC that's supposed to be coming? Because that would be super helpful. Did you play Hollow Knight, the first one?
Did not finish it.
Yeah. Okay. Same.
I got stuck.
Yeah. Do you have any plans on picking up Silksong?
Nah, seeing how they say how hard it is, and I didn't even finish the first one. Like, I enjoyed the game, but nah,
Yeah,
that ain't for me. If it hits PlayStation Plus or something, I'll check it out.
Yeah, like I appreciate Hollow Knight for how it's captivated like its audience, and I think Silksong is doing that exact same thing. But I realized like recently that I have a terrible track record when it comes to like 2D games, and it's like,
why?
What? I don't know, because I'm just like, dang, do I not like 2D games? I'm just like, no, I like them. They're cool, but it's just for some reason I just can't commit to them. It's like I'll play them, I'll enjoy them, and I'll put them down for something else, and it's like I never went back. Just never went back. And it's like I don't know. I'm a broken person. My heart's 3D, unfortunately. Yeah, I've tried to find a possible date for this DLC, and I have no date found. So it definitely won't be this year. So probably 2026, guys. Just wait and see. It'll come eventually, just like Silksong. About 13 years. All right. That has been it for the news. Let's jump into what we've been playing. Sean, what have you been playing?
Pacific Drive became available on PlayStation Plus, and I did want this way back when, but for some reason I never picked it up. Here it is. Patience pays off. You start out driving, and then you get sucked into like a radioactive alternate dimension, and you're on foot, and I think it just says the prompt is like find some wheels to get out of here, and apparently there are like remnants in this world that bond to you, and the car bonds to you. And it's a piece of junk. It needs wheels. It needs to be fixed up. It's missing a door. Barely has any gas in it. And this is basically a crafting game where you're keeping your car in tip-top shape to get it to whatever the destination is. I've only played about an hour of it. It has things. I don't even know what to call it. This looks like it's not an alien ship, but it's something flying around, stealing things. Um,
So does anything chase you?
I don't know. I don't think so. I
Okay.
know there's like radioactive zones, and you have health, but I
Okay.
don't think things are trying to harm you per se. I don't know. I haven't gotten
Yeah.
far enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a spooky, atmospheric kind of game. You're driving a car. You're getting different things to like. You're getting a scrapper to break down metal. You're getting
Oh.
pneumatic hammers, stuff like that. It's an interesting game. It's cool so
Okay.
far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see like where that goes because I'm like could, can you make guns and stuff for your car, or is it just like
No.
different devices and stuff? Okay,
N-
all right,
From what I see, it's no weapons. This is not a
like
big bad
action.
monster game. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is you
Okay.
and your car on a spooky road trip. Spooky, spooky probably not even the word. Just atmospheric
Atmospheric.
terror.
Okay, that's what's up. And what else you been playing?
Battlefield 6. I'm just working through the challenges.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
solid, and as we reported last week, this game is selling like gangbusters, and Call of Duty has finally had a misstep. I'll call it that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a misstep. Yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
we'll, we'll see. We'll see how long this goes after Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner's company take over Electronic Arts.
Oof. Yeah, yeah. The hope is they're able to maintain their like independence,
Yeah,
and
autonomy.
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. On my side, I have been playing Where Winds Meet and Battlefield 6. In terms of Where Winds Meet, I think I have played enough of this game to say that this game is a solid like 7 out of 10 experience where it has waves of like 8
hmm
8-ish, like in some of the storytelling and some of the like cool things you're doing, and then it just dips into like 6 territory and like other spaces. There is, I mentioned the like Tears of the Kingdom like build stuff that's happening in the future.
yeah,
There's just weird cool things that you can do in this game, and like one of the last things I did, which threw me for a complete tailspin because I had to leave the game and come back, and I was like in a completely different setting. Whereas like there's this night market that I kind of stumbled onto, and in this night market area, there's a bunch of like, I guess, high quality stuff you can buy from the different vendors,
yeah,
but there are rules to this market, and it's like it's only at nighttime at like midnight or whatever. Everybody in the market has to wear a mask because you're supposed to hide your face, and you only have about 15 minutes or so in the market that you're able to like play. No, it's been more than 15 minutes, but you have a limited time that you can play in this market because once um I think once like dawn hits in game,
yeah,
the market, everybody leaves the market, and then if you don't leave the market, then the whole scene changes and the market becomes a literal ghost town, and you have to escape the market area or you'll be captured by like I guess like wandering demon spirits or whatever. So
I wonder if there is like extra Lucci if you beat these demon spirit things.
so I that might be the case. So when I first hit this market area, I got to the market area. I was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is interesting." Then I had to like go and get like London or something.
Where's everybody going?
So I came back thinking like it was just gonna take me to the exact same point, and then like the time would just pass when it does. But no,
Mhm.
this is a live service game, so time passes whether you're there or not. So when I got back, it was daytime. And if it's daytime, then that place is a ghost town. And I was just like, I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happening. I don't even know how to get out of here. So I ended up having to like figure this stuff out on the fly. And I made it out. And I was just like, that was kind of a cool experience. I was very lost, but like it was cool. And I feel like I have a lot of those experiences where I'm just like, oh, that was interesting. Like I have been playing around more with the like AI chatbots that's just prevalent in this game. I think I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the cast. Or I think I talked about it just in Discord or whatever. But like in this game, different NPCs will have a chat feature to them, so
Mm.
you can talk to the NPCs to get more information out them. And all this is handled like via a text chat, and it's like, hey, this is an AI chatbot, and it's very the chat is very conversational. You can get them to tell you different things. The goal is to conversate or have a conversation with them enough for where they become your like friends in the game. And the more I play the game, the more I have these conversations, the more I realize like, oh, you can actually kind of break this system they got in play, because this is just AI. And if you ask the AI the right things, it will
Yeah.
get to that answer a lot quicker. So it's been kind of fun just like figuring out like, okay, how can I do this faster and get these people to become my friends a lot quicker, because friends are cool and quick friends are cool or whatever.
So I've seen people breaking the AI by like telling it like it sends you on a quest and people just go right back to the AI bot and be like, "Hey, I beat the quest already."
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
just advances to the next section.
Yeah. Like I had
AI
I
is funny
had
like
the
that.
I had the reverse of that, where the AI had asked me for something,
Mhm.
and like I literally sat in my chair like, how am I supposed to give this person mushrooms? Like there's no there's no box or anything to like, or there's no like, here, give the mushroom. So I was just like, I guess I just tell them that I gave them the mushroom. And I was like, blah blah blah. I like parentheses, I gave them the mushroom. And they're like, oh, cool, thank you, thank you. They progress, and I was just like, oh, that's so interesting. Like,
That's hilarious.
okay, cool. So yeah, that game has been very surprising in a lot of ways. And it's just like, oh, this is actually kind of fun, like a fun time. But I must stress that at the end of the day, this is a like 7 out of 10 experience,
Yeah.
especially as, hey, a person who doesn't know Mandarin Chinese, and I'm forced to play this thing with Chinese audio, English subs, because the English dub is completely god awful. And
Hey, that sounds like you're ready to go play the original Yakuzas. Remember, I played all them bad boys, Japanese
okay.
audios with subtitles.
Oh geez. Yeah, yeah. So it's just like sometimes I catch the story, sometimes I just don't. I'm just like, all right, I'm just here
Mm.
for whatever's happening on screen.
Here for the
But
vibes.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's where wins meet. I'm probably just going to play this until like a bigger game comes up on deck. I'm just like, all right, let me go play that thing. Actually, I want to go back to Dispatch, and I want to do the new game plus in Ghost of Yote,
Mm.
but that will happen at some point. But yeah, what's happening right now is this has been an episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as you enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you are listening and not watching, That's fine, I guess, but can you also watch? That'd be cool. But since you're just listening, please leave us a review on whatever podcast service you're using. Please tell a friend, coworker, a person around you, the person behind you that's also walking to the same place you're going. They're not stalking you. They're just walking in the same direction. So, relax. Yes, share. What was it? 'Tis the season to share a podcast, right? I think that's how that goes.
I believe so.
Yeah, right. All right. Thanks. Take care. Play some games. Bye.